Welcome to The Late Show. I am your host, Stephen Colbert. Well, folks, the revelations about the Trump team's connections to Russia just keep on coming. Yesterday, we learned that Attorney General Jeff Sessions met with a Russian ambassador during the campaign and then, what's the word? Lied about it to Congress. So, yesterday, Sessions made this announcement.
I have recused myself in the matters that deal with the Trump campaign.
Senator, you can't recuse yourself from all matters that deal with the Trump campaign. You don't have to be the prosecutor, but you might end up being a defendant. Of course, his less forthcoming, huge, big Jeff Sessions fans here tonight. Well, Senator, what about that time you lied to Senator Franken?
And in retrospect, if I should have slowed down and said, but I did meet one Russian official a couple of times, that would be the ambassador. Thank you all. Take care.
Y'all come back now, here. Seriously, we're getting a subpoena. Y'all come back now, okay? You can't just end a press conference with the one piece of relevant information you have. They'll be like Darth Vader saying, by the way, Luke, I'm your dad. Take care, bye. I don't know why Darth Vader is Southern in this analogy. It would be fun if he was. Then the day got a little more not good for the Trump folks at the White House because they also admitted that in December, Trump's son-in-law and frat guy who seems nice at first, Jared Kushner, joined Michael Flynn at a meeting with the Russian ambassador, this guy, who, surprise, also met with Trump advisors Carter Page and J.D. Gordon. Did everyone Trump knows have a relationship with the Russian ambassador? Hold on, wait a second. Can we, Jim, do you have a picture of Barron's nanny? Yep, there you go. She checks out, that's fine. Now, speaking of American institutions, Disney. They've had a long history of progressive values, from their positive depiction of a woman with 7 husbands to touting the benefits of hallucinogenic drugs. And now, Disney has struck another blow for open-mindedness.
The new movie, Beauty and the Beast, will feature Disney's first openly gay character. The director revealed that Gaston's sidekick, LeFou, played by actor Josh Gad, will explore his sexuality in a small but significant subplot.
Now, if you don't remember LeFou from Beauty and the Beast, he's this guy. No, wait, no. Jimmy, that's the wrong incompetent sidekick who sucks up to the bad guy. Yeah, that's the one, right there. First off, I just want to say, LeFou might not have known he was gay, but the rest of us did. He sang a whole song about how thick Gaston's neck was. Also, first gay character, what about Timon and Pumbaa? What about every Disney prince ever? You know, the buff guys with no body hair who can't kiss the beautiful girl without singing a 3-minute show tune first? Come on. Come on. It's fine. It's fine. Who left this fabulous shoe? Now, I have to get the other pair. Now, unsurprisingly, some people are freaking out about the same-sex surprise in the film, although they really don't have the moral high ground if they think that 2 men kissing ruins a kid's movie about a woman who is held captive until she falls in love with a giant angry animal. Hey, this is a question I don't get to ask often enough. Anybody here enjoy marijuana? Anybody? Some people do. Some people do. Not everybody. Some people do. Well, anybody who just clapped better hope that Jeff Sessions does resign. Because since he took over the Justice Department, Attorney General Sessions has taken a very hard line on the sticky icky. He laid out his opposition at the National Meeting of Attorneys General.
I'm not sure we're going to be a better, healthier nation that if we have marijuana being sold at every corner grocery store.
Maybe so, but those grocery stores will sell a hell of a lot more pretzel bites and marshmallow fluff. It's good for business. Now, this seems This seems like a strange time to launch a new war on weed. For one thing, Planet Earth 2 just came out. And currently, 28 states have legalized marijuana for recreational or medicinal use. And Sessions' comments have thrown the country's marijuana industry into a panic. If only there was something that could help them chill out. But we have a great show for you tonight. Kate Blanchett is here.